Hey everybody, soybean farmer. Monday. Yeah, Monday. Lost track of the date, but it's July, late July. Came back here on the back side of this 6-acre field to talk about soil improvement success. From right here, all the way across this field, over this way, I couldn't get squat to grow for soybeans. Weeds, real good. Soybeans, not so much. Now it just finished raining, and if you look right there, you'll see a little bit of standing water. And if you look at the color of the water, you'll see it's kind of red. That's because it was like a line right across there, and over that way it was red clay. And then from here it went sand out across there. Did a lot of work. Started it in 2016. I stopped planting beans on this line right here and just planted up there and left this open. Came in here in July and wrapped it up with sweet grazer sorghum. Not for a crop, but for a ground cover and for a soil improvement purpose. I let that sweet grazer sorghum grow all the way after frost, and then just took my Gy mower, heavy Gy mower, and mowed it down, which mowed the seed tops back into the ground. And the next year there was a lot of seed from the seed tops, and that came up and made a second crop of the sweet grazer sorghum, just about as thick as the first crop that I drilled in the ground. And I did the same thing. I let it go until it was about September. And then I wanted to put wheat on the entire field. So cousin Scott, he got his Gy mower, heavy mower, and mowed it down. And then I had to go to work, so he took my 40-20 and worked up the entire field, and we planted it in wheat. Now that was the wheat fiasco of 2017 around here. Didn't work out real well. I know what I did wrong, so if I ever decide to do wheat again as a crop, it's all about the seed selection. You want early maturity. But with 2 sweet grazer sorghum crops and then that wheat, putting a lot of organic matter back into this red clay out here, this is the first time in 18 years I've had that kind of bean stand on it. Now, when I planted this field, it dried up around here, and I didn't get any rain until, recently. I mean, I got the first really good rain here yesterday, and another one today. And looks like some more tonight and some more tomorrow. That's based on weather forecast and what we got coming up out of the south. But I'm delighted. We can walk over here. I'll try to hold the camera still and not waddle when I walk. But I have just never been able to get a stand of beans like this. That water will eventually go in. Like I said, it's red clay, so. But that's a little bit of standing water right there. I don't think it'll hurt the beans, but some of it stepping in as it's gently running out of the field here. But I've just never been able to get a stand of beans like this. And I'm way over here on the back side of the farm where the deer population, the deer herd, had gotten up. So they'd always come out here on this corner right here and just gnaw it down. But we had a deer reduction activity. Got real serious about that. And so I don't have a lot of deer pressure this year. But there's some, it's kind of thin where didn't get any water and things didn't want to come up. I believe if I'd have had the kind of water this year that I had last year, this would be one incredible thick stand of beans with all the organic matter. Now 2016 I took my little spreader, and just on this 2-acre piece back here I put right at about 1,000 pounds of pellet lime. It's a different kind of lime from agricultural lime, but it's lime. And I did the same thing 2017, it was about 2 acres right back in here. And then just last April I had company out of Wilson come and limed the whole farm. And for this entire 6-acre field, we did it at 3,000 pounds to the acre. And then this year, 2018, I hit this back here, this 2 acres back here, with 5-10-30 at 400 pounds to the acre. And if we'd have just had some rain to get this seed started and get it out of the ground, instead of it sitting in the ground for almost 4 weeks before there was any type of serious emergence, the pretty spots way back over there came up, and over there on the other side of the knoll came up. But it's still really thin on those spots up there. Let's see, we'll zoom up there from here and see what you get. Give it a minute to focus. But a lot has come up with the rain that has come in here, and some more may come up. I don't know. It'd be nice if it does. But I'm gonna get these beans off of this year, and I think this area back here could stand another year laying out, because you know it's kind of thin in here, and that sweet grazer sorghum makes a lot of silage, organic matter to cut back into the dirt. So looking like I'll get the beans off this year, probably put some weed on it, let that be just this 2-acre piece back here, because I'm still working. I've seen so much improvement in this from what I've done since 2016 that I want to go ahead and invest in doing a little more to it. So I'll probably let this 2 acres lay out next year and not put beans on it, put the sweet grazer sorghum on it, and let it to, you know, make that kind of heavy organic matter again for this. And you know, see if I can get this back here. I mean, it's such a dramatic improvement over 2 years of working with it to get organic matter back in this soil. I think another year of it would work great. Now, as far as the county program goes, as long as I plant something on it, I get credit for planting the acreage. Meeting the financial requirement for the county that I have to meet to stay in the land use program, I've already seen that I can do that with, it'd be about 4.2 acres up here in this field, and then with the rest of the farm, and then properly booking beans at the right time in February. If you don't know about booking beans and you're a small farm with no storage capacity on your farm, I highly suggest you develop a relationship with your local grain bin. That's the way to go. But I wanted to talk about soil management, soil improvement, and how pleased I am with what I've been able to make happen back here. A little more water standing there. I really think the row population would have been a lot better, like I keep saying, if we'd have just had rain at the right time. But with all the rain that's come in here since Sunday, we had a real good rain Sunday morning. I woke up and found out while it rained, and it was a real one. There was water in the rain gauge, about 4/10. Got home from work Sunday evening, and it went to raining, and I got so excited, did a happy dance and grabbed this little camera and went out under the shelter and made a praise God, and thank you everybody who had offered up prayers for me here on the little farm. And this amazing soybean plants just amaze me. I'm fascinated with them. They can be the ones in the sandy area over on the other fields that were they were just no green in them. They were yellow. Looked like they were about to die. Another 3 or 4 days of this hot July sun on them, and they were done. They look great now. Everybody, thank you for watching my videos. I think we'll go over there and look at that 2-acre piece. Last time we were looking at fields, we were in that field looking at how well the Liberty Link herbicide had done killing off all the weed mess that was in that. And last time I was over in that field, it looked great. Thanks everybody. Bye y'all.